Go ahead.
So we're going to have you start lying on your back in a place that's comfortable. Start just with a body scan, noticing how you're resting on the table. You can either have your knees bent if that's more comfortable for your back at this point, or the legs can be long. So either way. And just compare what you feel right side to left side. Notice how much of yourself is resting. And then begin by bending the right knee. And you're going to, with your ankle, pump the ankle so that your foot goes downward away from you, and then you bring your foot back upward towards your face. So down and away several times, and you're just going to feel how far up your body you feel that motion. You can put your hands on your pelvis to see if you feel it there. You can check on the ribs to see if you feel a connection of the movement there with the ankle pumping. Rest a few times in between. You may even feel that movement up to the chest, maybe up to the head, and maybe not. So don't worry if you don't feel it, because we're going to improve this motion today. Go ahead and compare that to the other side. So we're going to now have the left leg bent and the right knee is the ankle that's going to pump. And you're just going to feel, what is it like on that side? Can you feel the pelvis? Can you feel the ribs? Does it go up to the shoulders or the neck? Maybe, maybe not. One little note, if your foot is way underneath you, more towards the midline, you're not going to get a very good connection here at all. So you kind of want to bring the foot so that it's underneath the hip or a little bit to the outside. If you're not feeling anything connect, move the leg a little to the outside. And for me, I want to improve the right side because it kind of feels a little foggy in the ribs. So pick a side that you want to work on. And for the example today, we're going to start with the right leg that we want to improve. So we're going to bend that leg, the leg we want to improve, and let the other leg rest long. You're going to start by pushing the bent leg foot into the table so that there's a movement that happens at the pelvis. Feel what happens there. And you're breathing as you go, and you may notice that the pelvis on the side of the foot that you're pushing is lifting, and that the back is flattening on the opposite side. Do that a few times and rest. As you're resting, you're checking out the breathing, making sure you weren't holding the breath. Now you're going to take the right hand, if you're working on the right side, place it on the left ribs. If you're doing the other side, you take the left hand to the right ribs. Push the foot again and see if you can feel the motion connecting to the ribs on the opposite side of the foot push. Doing that several times. Now, if you're experiencing any pain, make the movement smaller. It doesn't have to be a big lift in the pelvis. It could be a micro move, and that's still enough to get the echo of the motion going up to the ribs and the low back. Go ahead and rest. Now the next one, you bend the same leg that you've been working on, and you can place your fingertips on your breastbone and see if you can feel a connection to there. Even if you don't feel a connection, intend that the foot push is going to travel all the way up to your breastbone. And then move up to your opposite shoulder of the foot with your hand and see if you can feel the connection there. Do that a few times. Then you're going to go also up to your head, somewhere on your head, either your forehead, your chin, or the top of your head, and see if you can feel the connection from the foot push up to your noggin. And you're breathing as you go. Of course, you can rest at any point. You don't have to wait for me to tell you to rest. Rest when you need to. And And now, just to really build the connection even deeper, we're going to involve your eyes and your neck. Now, if you're pushing from the right foot and you think of connecting up with the opposite left shoulder, let's actually look towards that shoulder, and we're going to let the eyes and the head begin to roll with each foot push. When you release the foot push and drop the pelvis back down, your head comes back to the middle. So you push the foot and the neck rolls, the eyes are going to that side. You might get some stomach gurgles like I just did, which means that the nervous system is shifting from a more tense state of muscle tone, and then the nerves actually get to go to your digestion, which is a really nice thing, because who couldn't use better digestion? And then go ahead and rest. And now we're going to move the head in the opposite direction that we were just going in, or more simply said, you're turning towards the same side as the foot push. So as you push the foot, the head turns. As you release the push, the head comes back to the middle, and you're letting the eyes follow, whether your eyes are closed or open. Wonderful. Let that go and rest in a place that's comfortable, either the legs long or the legs bent. And now we're going to bend the opposite knee to keep the back safe, and I'm going to check the connections on this side I just worked on by pumping the ankle. And oh my goodness, I feel so much more going on, and you can shift your hands from your breastbone to your ribs. I feel much more in my ribs. So something's shifting better through here. So the nice thing about this lesson is that it can improve the blocks that we have. So this is going to help walking. This is going to help standing. When I take a step with my right foot, things are going to better know how to flow up to my neck. And so that's what I recommend next, is for you guys to come up and see what it's like walking around. Have a great day.